Hi there, we're live. This is lilymutamztv, also known as Girl Z, girl from Zambia, girl from Zambia. If you're new on my live stream, please share. I'm a YouTuber, content creator, and this live stream will be going on my YouTube channel as well. We need to talk about the arrest of Chellah Tukuta. We finished our live stream last night around 11 p.m. British time, which is midnight Zambia. And then around 2 or 3 a.m. on the WhatsApp group, I received a message which was stating that Chellah Tukuta has been arrested. Now, when I posted my post, I was not sure. So I just posted it in a way that I was like, okay, 50-50, you know. But now that Chellah Tukuta is obviously arrested and it is true, I have a lot to say. This is to you who votes in Zambia, that as you can see, at one time, Dora SILIYA was talking evil against the party, which now she is having total control. She is having 100% control. She's shut down Prime TV because Prime TV was bringing in the opposition. They were expressing their opinions about what is happening in Zambia. And she made sure she shut Prime TV. And when Chellah Tukuta did a video and he was talking about her, we were all convinced that she was going to come and get him. The question was when, and yes, she has. Now you see, Dora SILIYA has been trying by all means to do whatever she can do in order for her to stay in her position, right? But she's made a lot of mistakes in the past, of which you and me know. We know the mistakes she's made. We've seen her have relationships with toy boys. It's not even anything that you can be proud of, but we've still forgiven her and allowed her to be in position, right? And then she decides to shut Chellah Tukuta down. Now here's the thing, I'm a vlogger, I'm a YouTuber. People send me information without me asking. Same thing as Chella. People obviously sending him information. And the people who are sending us information, who tell you what's going on, are people within the Patriotic Front. Because there's division within the party. They are not happy. The other day I shared on my live stream that a police officer called me to complain. They called me to complain. And who the hell even allowed her to be where she is? Because I know that Michael Chilufya would have never allowed her near the party. You see the betrayal? You see the betrayal? And this is what we don't want. Recycled leadership. Prostitution within political parties. You know what I mean by prostitution. You are in this party today, tomorrow you're in this party. You are in this party today, the other day you're in this party. We are recycling leadership, and the problems that we are facing as Zambians will never end. It will carry on and carry on and carry on. The other day I discovered that Nkandoluo is 65 years old. How the hell is she a minister when she was a minister when I was 10 years old? I now have kids. She's now a grandmother, great-grandmother, even, because she has children, I'm sure. She's a grandmother. I am still looking for a position. I'm giving you an example, you who's in Zambia and you're my age. You're looking for a position, you're at home, she's working as a minister. And these are the things we are talking about. We will not be stopped because of her selfish deeds. Now, let me tell you about the coronavirus. When she claimed she had coronavirus, the numbers of phone calls I received from people within PF, many. And this is what they told me. They said, Dr. Chilufya and Dora SILIYA have been giving the president wrong information about coronavirus, telling him, can you open casinos? Can you do this? Can you do this? So that when he says those things, he looks stupid in the public. And everybody demeans the president like, oh, why is the president saying we should open this place and this place when he knows that coronavirus is in Zambia? It was their trick. Because according to, these are people from the Patriotic Front who gave me this information, that according to the reason why she's doing that is because her and Dr. Chilufya are planning to be president and should be vice president of Zambia. As you can see, she is in control of the country. How many people has Chellah Tukuta spoken about? Did they have him arrested? I even thought maybe it was even Bowman Lusambo or someone. But look, he did videos, talked about Bowman Lusambo. Has he gone to arrest Chella? No. But because Dora SILIYA wants to show that she's in control of the country. You understand? And these are the things I'm talking about, where we try to express our opinions, and this person has stood day by day saying, look, I love the president, but the people surrounding the president are the people that he is not surrounded himself with the right people. So he has been arrested for, no, if somebody calls you on a WhatsApp call, how can you record? Somebody's asking if I record. Let me read from Zambia Watchdog. So he's been arrested for what? Because he disclosed that you are a prostitute. Because he said you've been doing such and such a thing. If it's not true, why have you arrested him? For what? And you are now trying to shut the youth down by saying, okay, so this is the post, because they've written so many things, the Watchdog. And I think it's also confirmed. So I saw the breaking news. Obviously, I wasn't sure whether it was true. That's why I posted in a way that I said it didn't sound like, you know, I'm sure he was arrested, because we didn't have proof. So I said, okay, let's continue to pray and we'll know if it's true. And then there's more information. Somebody has commented on my Facebook using the Watchdog post, a screenshot. Let me read that, to say that he has been arrested. Now, Dora SILIYA needs to be expelled from her position together with Dr. Chilufya, because first of all, they've been stealing. We have $17 million assigned to a pharmacy which doesn't exist. That is fraud. That is theft. You are the people who are standing in the front line claiming this is what we're doing for the people of Zambia. And I will say this today and I will say this again. Coronavirus in Zambia is a scam. There is no coronavirus. There is no coronavirus. They are using coronavirus to raise funds for their campaigns next year. I said this before and I will say it again. If truly we have coronavirus patients, how come we've only heard of so, and you decided to go on self-isolation? I defended you, but I will not defend you. Because the self-isolation is something that you just made up. And quickly, when they said, oh, they are bringing back Bill 10 arguments in court, you are back because you know that the number of seats should be enough and you're part of the seats. Yeah, number of MPs should be enough. We shouldn't be put under suppression because some selfish leadership is the one that is trying to control what is happening in Zambia. Dora SILIYA, before you shift our focus on Chella, because that's what's happening now, can you pay the frontline workers that are working for you during the coronavirus who have never been paid for 4 months? You don't pay people money, but you want to pose as if you're working. You want to pose as if all the donations that you receive, you are doing something, and yet you're doing nothing. We have Dr. Chilufya's flats or whatever that he has built. Can we raise an investigation as to how he has managed to build those flats, with which money? Let's not forget the pharmacy. We are not going to stop talking because the evidence is there. There's even a newspaper article, Diggers, saying that you have apologized for allocating funds to a non-existent pharmacy. How dare you lie to the Zambian people like that? Who allocates a contract of $17 million to a company you don't know? Who do you want to lie to? You are stealing and stealing and stealing and stealing. You too, you also have corruption in your purse, and you want there to pretend? And you want to arrest Chellah Tukuta because he said you've been having your extramarital, or is it marital or whatever affairs? How many toy boys do we know of? Have we ever come to embarrass you on social media? We don't. But you want to use your position to abuse other people. It is wrong. I, for one, appreciated for what she was doing in the compound. I said, look, this is our minister going in the compounds, doing this, talking to the people of Zambia, talking about coronavirus. It's a good thing. I even did a video about it. And when she claimed she had coronavirus, I was like, yes. Sorry, guys, please, let's not talk about it. Let's be sensitive. And then I started receiving phone calls from PF members. PF. She's pretending because she and Dr. Chilifia were under investigation by the government. And then guess what as well? Dr. Chilifia also went on self-quarantine when he had, is it the SCC or AICC? I've forgotten what you call them. When they were investigating him. They have cases under their belt. Chella must be free. You arrest him on a personal matter because you have a position? What sort of nonsense is this? It's you that he was talking about, your personal life. He didn't say you did. He was talking about your personal life, what you do, and your scandals. But you want to bring us to now. Every day there's always some stupidity somewhere. Every day there's always some rubbish talk somewhere. Now we are now focused on Chella has been arrested. You're trying to deviate our attention from the focal point of our movement is corruption. There is corruption in this government and it's not a joke. I received messages, videos of people showing me gold from Zambia being sent to Thailand by the Chinese. Zambians are working for the Chinese and they are sending the gold. So what are we saying? We want you guys to tell us where the gold is going. We want you to show us what you're doing with the money, the taxes that you receive, accountability. And then we talk about lots of things. Freedom of expression has been stopped by the youths. We can't protest, but we saw an elderly woman, as old as she is, standing there defending Bill 10. You want us to support Bill 10. So in order for you to convince Zambians, you use church because you know that Zambians are gullible. They believe in church. 18th October 2020, if you fast, then you are a fool. Are you listening to me, Zambians? If you fast on 18th October 2020, you cannot be used by selfish leadership. They put a fasting day, prayer day, but they are stealing. They don't care about the welfare of the Zambian people. How many people are suffering? There's a lady I'm supposed to do a live stream of. She's on a wheelchair. No one has empowered her. And the day she'll go to a minister, do you know what a minister will say? Let me have sex with you in order for me to empower you. Is that the life we should live as Zambians? Even you, Dora SILIYA, you got there because of your sex. Who else? How did you find yourself where you are? Do you think you are where you are because you are intelligent? No! It's because you used your body to get where you are. And we don't want to do that. So we're using our platforms to speak. You think you found yourself in that position because you are very intelligent? If we go to your history to check where you're starting from, even when you are working for ZNBC, you had so many relationships. That is why you are where you are. Now you have intelligent young girls like Mumbi that are speaking. They say, look, we want to have a protest. You tell them they can't. But we've seen videos, images of PF cadres saying, Bill 10, blah, 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 blah. We should approve Bill 10. So Chellah Tukuta must be freed. And whoever has details, I've seen a picture that Biflo went there. I don't even know what he has been told so far, but we need to know what's happening, and then we will secure bail for him. Me and my subscribers, plus the Zambian people who support Chella all over the world, we are going to raise the bail for Chella. You can't use your position like this. This is why Africa will never be equal. This is why there's always social inequality. Somebody who has money can put a person in problems just because they have the power and the means. It is unfair. Yes, I am Zambian Ruth. It is unfair that you use your position. Can you tell me, Dora SILIYA, where the $17 million is? Because you should be arrested, right? You should be arrested now. You and Dr. Chellah, because you are fraudsters. $17 million is not a joke. You can't use $17 million to allocate to a non-existent pharmacy and then you are there saying it was a mistake. You parade on social media trying to convince us as if you are really working hard with the coronavirus, and yet the people who are working in the front line have never been paid. 4 months. I received a police officer's call. I have audio recordings of people working in the Ministry of Health and are complaining they have never been paid for 4 months. How did I know that they've gone to Bauleni, Chilanga, and Levi Mwanawasa Hospital? How did I know these things? They're sending me voice notes. We have asked for peaceful protests, asking for accountability. You are depriving of us to speak. We ask for simple things. Can you tell us? Fire trucks, 48 miracle houses. You are stealing and stealing and stealing. And because Chella came and started saying what he knows, and people are saying, oh, Chella, yes, he's been arrested because he never had evidence. I wish you knew the phone calls I receive. If a police officer can call me, you think it's a joke. People are not happy. So within government, within the party, they are revealing their secrets. We even have a video of a cadre, a staunch cadre, saying, even though he's a cadre, he's hungry right now. They don't get anything. They are poor. So you think people are blind? You are using people to be where you need to be. At the end of the day, you don't even care about the welfare of the Zambian people except your position and how you enjoy your life in Zambia. You don't care. If you really care about the welfare of Zambians, you should have called Chella and said, Chella, this thing that I've heard you say, come, let's sit down, let's dialogue. What's happening? What is hurting you? That's what you do. Not using your position to arrest him, to silence him because you know that if he can't speak now because he was using social media. And it's like, I had a feeling. I can show you my WhatsApp messages. I sent a message to Chella. I said, Chella, can you download all your videos on your social media page? Download them and upload everything to YouTube because you never know, your page might be deleted. He was like, no, YouTube, people don't come there. I have the messages. I was like, no, Chella, I just have this feeling. I don't know. I called just yesterday. The messages are there. And I didn't know that this was going to happen. But I just had this feeling like, no, he needs to take down all his videos and put them on his YouTube channel so that people can always look and refer to them. So the mouthpiece of Zambia, the youth, the one that you know that this is the one people are looking up to, you have decided to shut him down so that you should continue with your agenda of pushing Bill 10 with Lubinda. I saw a video of Lubinda talking, trying to force Zambians on Bill 10. No, you cannot force Zambians on Bill 10. Somebody saying you're talking evidence, blah, blah, blah. May I have audios of people calling and sending? It's because, you know, one thing you don't realize is that a lot of people, they can't speak at the moment because they work for the government, so they can't speak. They've even said it, they are civil servants, so they can't speak against the government. So what are they doing? They are looking for people who can speak on their behalf. And I believe Chella just didn't guess. And besides, he used to be a photographer. He's always been a photographer for, like the government officials. He used to take pictures of our late President Michael Chilufya Sata. And there's even a picture of him at the time when he was with Valungu trying to help him campaign. And the man just changed like that. Who knew that that president would just change like that? The man has changed beyond. It's no longer, I think people are misleading him. No, he knows what he's doing because now he's a millionaire, so he doesn't care. He even said it. We will make sure we'll shut them. So this is the beginning of shutting people down. you can't talk. You talk, you're shut down. And now a lot of people have called me, my phone is full. They are scared. Well, Lily, now what are we going to do? I was supposed to go to town. This protest on the 22nd. I said, look, that is why we need to use the power of social media. And they can shut Chella down, but all the videos are all over. People know the truth. So it's up to you, Zambians, to vote wisely. They've pushed for us to only register as voters in October, and they don't care that there's people in the diaspora who have jobs and, contracts that don't just allow them to fly out anyhow. They want to have 4 million voters so that they should win again next year, and blocking HH by using Bill 10. Because that's their plan, that's their mission. And if Walungu doesn't know, he will trust his people, but they are planning to put him out and they take the position. You think they want him to be president? That's why they're making him make mistakes. This came from staunch PF members. They are telling him this so that he looks silly in the public, like, why is he saying this? Doesn't he know coronavirus is dangerous? Within themselves, they are playing themselves games. So I don't care what she will say or she says. Her beef with Chellah Tukuta and all the other ministers is personal. But if she can account for the monies and all the other things that she's been accused of in this world, she should bring herself to book as well and prove. Even the coronavirus she has, it is fraudulent to lie to the public of what you don't have. It's fraud. In the UK, you can be arrested for just lying for £1. And this is why Africa is corrupt. This is why Zambia now has reached at the top 5 level of countries in Africa that are corrupt. Very corrupt. Especially this government. I've received calls, audios from Lusaka City Council workers telling me they haven't been paid for 4 months. If you dare speak, you are fired. You are silenced. And the only silence they do is what? Tell you you no longer have a job. So people are quiet. They can't speak. That is why the civil servants are looking for any means. If I show you my Facebook like page, thank God I don't have another admin, because that admin would have leaked the messages. I'm alone. If I had another admin, I'm telling you, the admin would have leaked the messages. Please, Lily, I work at this border post. This is what is happening. So Chellah Tukuta has been shut down. He's been arrested for the following reasons. Let me read what somebody posted. So this is crazy, whatever is going on. So then, Zambian watchdog posted that police confirm arresting and detaining youth leader Chellah Tukuta. And they've emphasized on the word youth leader to put fear in you. But let me tell you, before Chellah Tukuta started talking about what is happening, I was already talking about these things on my YouTube channel. So Chellah's arrest will not stop anybody. We are going forward. But our duty is to find out how he is and secure bail for him. Yeah, and then we'll find him legal representation. Me and my subscribers, we will make sure we get bail for him. It's not a joke. So, 18th June 2020, police in Lusaka have arrested Chellah Tukuta for criminal libel. Legal people, is it libel or libel? This is in connection with some derogatory remarks alleged to have been produced and posted on social media by the accused person against Minister of Information and Broadcasting Services, Honorable Dora SILIYA. And then Zambia Revenue Authority Commissioner General ZRA, of which even I know friends who have family who work for ZRA that say there's a lot of fraud that takes place in ZRA, by the way, a lot. If you meet anyone who works for ZRA, they are rich because they get tips, they lie on the taxes. The whole system is corrupt. Yeah, so if we do our investigation, proper investigation, we use maybe even FBI investigation, we'll find out that the whole country is living in corruption. Okay? So Kingsley Chanda. And then Northern Province Permanent Secretary Charles Sipanje, he talked about him. He can't be guessing. And then the former Special Assistant to the President, Press and Public Relations Amos Chanda. I thought Amos Chanda was in problems anyway. That's why he resigned, by the way. He resigned. I'll tell you this, and this is just my true confession. If this government carries on in the next term, I won't be coming to stay in Zambia. Never. What am I coming there to do? I'll look for the next African country to go and stay. Because you can't be depriving people like this before you even win the next election. And then when you win the next election, how are people going to be free? Tell me. There's a video, somebody saying, what did Chellah Tukuta say exactly? Well, there's a video he was talking about. I just heard about it. The thing is, like, for me, all along, I've been focusing on my YouTube channel and my subscribers, and I've always been speaking there. So when I heard that Chella was speaking, after obviously his past love life issues, I had already been talking about lots of things, the gassing. I was asking, why isn't the president speaking? Where is he? I mean, he's never made a statement. Never talked about the gassing issue. And then the same Dora SILIYA, if you heard her in a statement, what did she say? It is even nice when people are arrested because at least we have suspects. Can you imagine that? You're arresting innocent people and you're saying it's even nice that they're arrested because at least we have suspects. This woman is controlling Zambia. Minister of Information, that the Michael Chulivesata hated with a passion, Dora SILIYA, is a person you have brought closer. It's like you bringing a python with a venom next to you. You think this person has good intentions for you? If she becomes vice president next year, you tell me that, it was because the vice president in Wina is old. No! That is her eye. She's eyeing that. I'm telling you the truth. She's eyeing that presidential seat. It's not even a joke. How can you do that? So they're saying the accused person is in police custody, yet to be charged with 4 counts of criminal libel. So this is to shut Chella and to show you as well that if you speak, that you'll be shut down. You know, when I did a video of Dora SILIYA, she's been sending the video, look, somebody's talking about me positively. Yeah. I thought, woman to woman, she's doing well. And somebody, one of the person who sent me was like, can I give you Dora SILIYA's number? I said, no. I don't need her number. I'm not a bootlicker, guys. If I want to be in connection with government, I wouldn't have been talking about what's going on and I would have kept quiet because I'm looking for a contract. Now, let me tell you about myself. I was in Zambia in September, October, November, December. And I contacted people who work alongside the president. And I'm telling you right now, they're asking themselves to say, we wish we used this girl. But they never listened to me. Now, I'll tell you why I contacted them. A big company, I'm talking about a company that can put in $65 million, approached me. Oh, Lily, you are a YouTuber. You seem to be influential in Zambia. And we've realized that Zambia has a passport which is not a biometric passport. We are thinking of bringing that system to Zambia. If you know what a biometric passport is, it has a readable chip whereby if you go to some certain airports, they can read and they can tell this is what's going on. You are so. They get your fingerprints, your eyes, your everything. Like my daughter has a British passport and we also have our biometric cards as residents in the UK. And I approached someone said, oh, no problem, we'll secure a meeting for you. And I was like, look, if we use the biometric passport system, it will help our country to know who is who, first of all, to know what's going on in the person's life. The person cannot do fraud, because some people have got 10 passports before in their lives. And also it will allow Zambia to be pushed up in the hierarchy in terms of visas around the world. Because our passport is cheap. It's a paper. Anyone can make our passport. It's cheap. But if you have a biometric passport, no one can forge that. So I approached them. And I said, look, if we get this biometric passport, we can now also introduce biometric registration cards. If you think I'm lying, contact the PA to the president or anyone. They will tell you this. I pitched this to them. If we can do this, it means even the voters' registration cards will be biometric. They ignored me. They didn't even allow me a chance to see the president because I would have said a lot of things. I wanted to tell him a lot of things, how he can improve the country. This was December. I came back to the UK quiet. And then now they're calling me, when are you coming to the country so you can see the president? Now, because they realized, she's now a big YouTuber. She's now making waves on YouTube. Because I wanted the best for the people of Zambia. How can you apply for a Canadian visa, they deny you? Because your passport is cheap. How can you apply for Australian visa, they deny you? So I've always wanted the best for my Zambian people. I was thinking of, wow, if the Zambians can have a biometric passport, it would be a good thing. I was thinking of my Zambian people. If I wanted to be, in the back door, Kawama is my brother-in-law. I'd have tried to even push and push for me to see how he can push me to the president. But I'm not that type of a person because I'm not power hungry. I'm not fame hungry. So when this person told me, talk to Dora SILIYA, I said, I don't need her number because I know she has done a lot of things and one day I will want to speak about her. So how would have I spoken about her now if I have a number and I communicate, how are you, Madam Dora? No. You shut Prime TV, I have no business with you. Because Prime TV had a lot of employees who were working there. Now they are jobless because of you. They are hungry because of you. You don't care about the welfare of the people who work there. And besides, Prime TV never committed any offense except they were allowing opposition leaders to speak, and you didn't like that. So you've shut down the youth. You've shut down Chellah Tukuta by putting him in the cells, but the message carries on and his videos are still there. So Chellah Tukuta must be freed. So we'll make sure we try by all means to find out. I've asked for information and I'm waiting. People in the diaspora, they have a group that I'm telling you now you know. That group is to help Chella with what he's doing. Now, do you know why I didn't want to speak much about, the first time when I posted that he's been arrested? Because it said because of exploitation. That's what they say. He's been arrested because of exploitation. So now I was thinking to myself, is it because Chellah Tukuta started selling t-shirts or, he had asked for some funding, those people want to help him funding? So I was like, no, this is why in the first place, even me myself, with our movement, all of us, it's not my movement alone, it's for we, all of us, the youths. People were suggesting, let's make t-shirts for people to buy. I said, no. Because if we start selling these t-shirts to people, guess what they will say? Oh, Lily is trying to make money off the Zambians. I told our team that, look, these t-shirts, me and my subscribers, we can raise 12,000 kwacha to give 100 or 1,000 t-shirts to people. We can raise the money. If one diaspora person can buy a t-shirt for one person in Zambia, and we are lots of us, can't we manage to buy t-shirts for everybody? We can. My light is making me shine. Sorry. We can all afford to buy t-shirts. So I said, no, let's do free posters. So we've been doing free posters, and the person who's been making the posters, I didn't want to alarm you. His phone was being tapped as well. He was informed by friends, he's being followed, he's being chased around because they know that he's the one who's making posters. So now he's feeling a bit better, but before he was scared for his life. So everybody is scared. They can't speak. If they speak, this is what happens. All he was doing is designing posters, but they went to follow him. The other guy who's singing as well, Mark, him too, he was followed by cadres. And he received calls. So that's what I wanted to say to you people, that Dora SILIYA is trying to shift our attention from the main focus, which is corruption in Zambia. Zambia is corrupt. Lusaka City Council alone, if you go there, we have what you call ghost workers. You, a degree holder, you have no job, but there's ghost workers who sit down there the whole day because they are shagging the Lusaka City Council, councillors and the town clerk. Last time I even disclosed that there's a girl called Linda. People even gave me the picture of Linda and her number. But we're not doing Z Kawalala or Z Hule. We're talking about politicians. our government to be accountable. Linda is a small person. Why should I go and start putting Linda's number? Linda, I have Linda's number and our images. So we need to move forward. You have seen what this government is doing. And I was very disappointed with some youths on the president's page. Because when the president posted, he posted, say, by 2030, this is the plan we have for you. And I said, no, sir, let me correct you. You are not going to be president in 2030. No, you won't. You won't. No, never. He won't. And by then, thank you very much for the information, but by then, whoever will be in charge will make sure these things are done. And somebody said, whether you like it or not, he will be president again. What type of nonsense is that? You're saying whether I like it or not, don't I have the power to vote? So you have the power to vote, Zambians. You have the power to change the destiny of that seat. You have the power. Because people are saying whether I like it or not. And then some guy started trying to put propaganda on that post to say, oh, you think we don't know? You are HPP. If I was that desperate, I would have collected Dora SILIYA's number. I would have collected so many people's numbers. I would have gone to Kawama and said, Kawama, can you give me this number? But I'm not desperate. Because I believe in standing on my 2 feet and working for myself. That's how it's always been. I've always worked for myself. I don't know how it feels to beg. Since 19, I came to this country. I've always worked for myself. 16 years ago, since 16, I've been here for 16 years. I don't even know how it feels to ask for £5. I work for myself. And the person was also trying to put propaganda like, oh, you're cleaners, because Bowman or somebody said we're cleaners. And I said, thank you. It's better I clean than to sleep a minister because I want a job. Somebody is asking about Linda. Somebody is asking about Linda. Linda, you don't watch my videos, huh? Okay, let me explain to you. This is why I was saying that I've been sharing videos on my YouTube channel and people are just discovering me now. They think I have just joined the bandwagon. Everyone else who started speaking joined my bandwagon. I started talking about these things on my YouTube channel. But it's our bandwagon, obviously. Me and my subscribers, because they are the ones who are giving me information, and I will do videos about the mines. You know, the Chinese workers have kept people in the NFCA mine. I didn't even know there was a mine called NFCA. That's what I'm saying. We can't just guess. Even Chellah Tukuta, you can't just guess and come up with these things. People will tell you these things. You know, I received videos. The video is there on my YouTube channel. Margaret, if you're watching, please take the video from my YouTube channel and post it down below. The one that says NFCA, where I cried. I cried so much like a baby. That was when I started even being involved. I was like, what is going on? Even the gassing situation, Ian Mutambo, all those videos are there on my YouTube channel. Yeah, they are there on my YouTube channel. Because then when I'm shooting my videos, there's a certain level of expression that I do and I concentrate so much. So, Linda is a girl who is dating the town clerk. His name is Mwansa. I remember the last name on it because the time I shot the video, I did it once and I don't remember again. His name is Mwansa, the man. Some short Ketwe man like this with the bold, big head like that. He's been dating this girl since she was 20, like young girl. She was working at the civic center. He's a married man and she's a ghost worker. All she does is, as you are watching me now, she's also on Facebook the whole day, Instagram, and she's paid 7,000 kwacha a month to sit down. Whilst you, a graduate, you don't have a job. Now, the people who told me are people who work there. They get the money, but they can't speak. You understand? Like I said, civil servants are not allowed to speak. So this Linda sits down the whole day and still gets paid. Now, there was a scandal where Linda and the town clerk Mwansa were kissing. There's pictures. Evidence is there. I refuse to disclose all those things. For what? I'm not a Zedhule Kawalala type of arrangement. I'm a YouTuber. You know, I advocate for people. So, they were kissing. So those pictures were put in the toilets. If you know anyone who works for Civic Center, they will tell you this story. It's not a lie. They were put in the toilets to expose them. Now, because a lot of people were talking a lot. They were talking a lot about it. Mr. Mwasa decided to move Linda from Civic Center and took her to Kamwala. So she's working in Kamwala now. When I mean working, she's sitting in Kamwala because she doesn't work. She doesn't even know her job description, by the way. She's just on the payroll, but she doesn't work. She doesn't get paid. She doesn't work for the money she gets paid for. That's what I'm trying to say. So her name is Linda. I have her number, I have a picture, but please, it's not, if we start disclosing the girlfriends of Bowman and all those, it's not going to help us. What we need is to disclose what the political party leaders are doing, which is what stealing from us, isn't it? So we want them to account for the stealing that is going on and to provide more opportunities for the youth empowerment as well. So he moved Linda, and it was easy for him. All he did was to speak to the councillor of Kamwala. And the councillor of Kamwala spoke to the head, and Linda had a job just like that, no application. All she needed to do is to open her legs wide. Period. Open her legs wide, and she has a position. So now look, the Lusaka City Council workers are not being paid. They haven't been paid for 4 months. And when the union rose up to talk about this, they were suspended to be silenced. How do you suspend a union? I've never heard of this in my life. Never. Until I said, this is what even made me get involved. I was like, because here I've been working for the government. And I know how the government treats people who work for the government. You understand? So the union workers were suspended. So everybody was in fear. And my whistleblower said, you are our only hope. Talk about this. So I'm talking about 15 voice notes talking about everything going on. The jobs, for you to get a job in Lusaka City Council, you have to sleep with the councillor first if you're a woman. Or you have to pay if you want to be deployed to another town as a teacher. You know why we don't have teachers in many places, or why we have jobless teachers, is because the teachers need to pay 3,000 kwacha in order for them to be deployed. This is somebody who works for Lusaka City Council. It's not guesswork. I don't live in Zambia. I didn't even know there was what you call water levy, what levy. These were disclosed in the voice note of the whistleblower. Lusaka City Council receives a lot of money, Lily. On a day, we can get 50,000 just from students. We have shop levy. If you have a shop, I didn't even know there's even shop levy. Water, toll gates, everything. They receive a lot of money. But why aren't we being paid? And each time they put the money, deposit money into the bank account of Lusaka City Council. And when the town clerk is approached, do you know what he does? He flies to Dubai with Linda to go and enjoy at the expense of their salary. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? This is the Zambia we have today, where we have thugs running the country. Suspended the union. Somebody's asking, yes, the union workers were suspended. So how are they going to talk about this thing? No, why somebody saying let's focus on Chella? We've talked about Chella, but I'm also trying to tell you that he cannot just guess to say this is what is happening. We are told these things as vloggers. People come and tell you. People come and tell you. A person like Simon Mwewa will not speak certain things because they will threaten his business. I'm telling you this. Chilufya Tayali used to be on the government like that. He's now trying to push focus on the youth. Look at what they do. So I'm sure today Chilufya Tayali will be celebrating this. He'll be celebrating Chellah Tukuta's arrest. I'm sure. Because he's been told to do that. So yeah, Chellah Tukuta will be freed. And like what I was saying, I was just trying to give you an example to say, look, all these things, we just don't guess. There is somebody who's within PF that is telling Chella, this. You are asking for evidence. Somebody is saying, this is what you did, this is what you did. You are asking for evidence. Haven't you heard Siawan say things? And when Siawan says, what do you people say? Oh no, Siawan is frustrated because he left Zambia. But now look, Chella is a Zambian. Look at what they've done to Chella. Do you think Siawan would have been saying these things when he was in Zambia? You wanted them to kill him. He had to wait at the right time when he could speak. Now this is a fellow Zambian who's now in custody because of what's going on. So anyway, by the way, let me just finish on Linda. So Linda has been empowered with your money, with your tax. That's why I wanted you to get this story of Linda. Linda has been empowered. She's got a brand new car. She's got a business. She flies to Dubai at her will, at your expense. So before you go to the ballot next year to vote, or when you're registering, remember there's 10,000 Lindas. Okay? They are ghost workers that don't get paid. And they are working there. As a vlogger, I can't come out and start talking things that I don't know. It's impossible. You know, some of the things that Chella was talking about, I was like, okay, wow. He's been told. Trust me, he's been told. He's been told. Trust me. He knows some, and some of the things he's been told. So, Dora SILIYA, enjoy your position now. And we will try by all means to put you out. Because you cannot be depriving people of their freedom of expression. You are information minister, but you are a dictator at the same time. Information minister, you are supposed to gather facts as well. Why is this youth talking? Why is he complaining? Put him on a panel. Use Chambia, ZNBC, because ZNBC is part of China. Let him use that platform. Ask him questions. Okay, this is what we want to do for you people in Zambia. Okay, this is what okay, are you worried about this? No problem. But you go straight to have Chella arrested to put fear in everybody. And that is what would have happened to B-Flow, by the way. That's what would have happened to B-Flow. And B-Flow's arrest, that's why I was not happy that B-Flow went there. Because if B-Flow had maintained his position where he doesn't even go to State House, and he was arrested, you would have seen the organizations that would have stood for that guy. But you see, he made a mistake by going there. He was trapped. It was a trap. We've said this. We've forgiven him. But the reason why he went there without telling anybody, only he knows. If he had maintained to say, I'm not going to speak, I'm not going to find myself with these people, they would have arrested B-Flow. And the arrest of B-Flow would have caused problems. US Embassy, this organization. Trust me. That's why they needed B-Flow on their side. And by the time B-Flow was going home, the pictures are all over. Bowman has already displayed. To show you that you are nothing. To show you that they are running this. And that's why I say, look, the PF government feels like a cult. It's not just a political party. This is a demonic cult. Which is, you know, how do you feel when somebody is trying to push you down? Imagine you're trying to wake up from a sleep and somebody is trying to push you down. This is the way PF is operating. We don't have, we can't breathe. But please, UPND, that post of using George Floyd is very insensitive. Yes, we can't breathe, but don't use George Floyd in the image. Do something else. That was very disrespectful, because if the government of US and other people in America see that, they honestly, it just puts your political party on another stage. So right now we are all confused. At first, they were even saying that anybody who rises is talking, anybody who's talking against the government right now is being paid by the UPND. I don't even have HH's number. I don't even know how his number looks like. I don't even have any. I think I tried to contact one PA of Dr. Kambuli. So if he can come on my panel to speak to the youth. It has been a problem. Even HH, I asked, there's a lady, you know, she's always talking about HH on Facebook, Naomi. She didn't give me the number. So I don't even have his number. I don't have it. So it's a cult. That is why they are bold to do what they have to do. So now, when we hear that they took spiritual powers from somewhere, you should believe. Okay? You should believe that they did. Because the way they are behaving, you know, you look at the cadres, the way the cadres are behaving, it's like people who've touched in some evil spirit somewhere. You know. And that's why I said, let's pray. Because there's no way I could have told you he's been arrested. I'm not sure. Yeah. So it's a good thing that we have the information. So we'll work with the information to free B-Flow. So, why am I saying free B-Flow? Because somebody posted B-Flow. To free Chellah Tukuta. I was reading comments. To free Chellah Tukuta. So all of you right now, go on your Facebook, put hashtag free Chellah Tukuta. Because he was speaking in this country, for example. I can say the PM is going out with this one, this one. He won't arrest me. It has to go through the courts. There's what you call defamation of character. You have to wait for the judge. It takes long. But for you to arrest this person, it means you are using your position. I will show you. That's why I'm saying that the whole system is corrupt. Because you're now having this person arrested because you can use your power to arrest someone. Even for 200 kwacha, someone can have you arrested in Zambia. 200 kwacha. The person can just tell the police, can you arrest this person? This person owes me money. But Chellah Tukuta will be free. We are not going to sleep. I haven't slept since 2 a.m. I got this information 3 a.m. I haven't slept. And we'll make sure we fight for his freedom because he deserves to be free. And one thing that I'll applaud Chella of is he never dined and wined with whosoever that was inviting him for lunch in order for him to show that, okay, he's on. No, he stood his ground. And that is our Julius Malema there. That is our Kwame Nkrumah right there. Believe it or not, like it or not, he has tried by all means to stand his ground. So kiss your voter's card, kiss your age every morning. That is your power. They will try to convince you with a chitenge. Look, tell your grandmother, go to the village. Go to the village. Tell your family to vote wisely, not because of Ankara. Yes, if they give you the cloth, collect it. And you know the wrapper, we can even use it for tying our heads for fun, you know, tying around the waist. You can even use it as a carpet in your house as well. You can use it as a tablecloth, you know. Just use the regalia for whatever. But please do not, I'm telling you this, do not be trapped with whatever, because that's another way of corrupting you. So Bill 10 is a trap. Don't go for it. And Chellah Tukuta must be free. Any questions before I close the broadcast? Any questions? So now everyone will be saying, ha, that's why Stima Kamba is say. Tika Kamba wazati guira. Talk! It is your right to speak. It is your right to speak. You can query the 48 houses. You can query everything that is going on. You can query. It is your right. And that's what we asked for on the 22nd of June. We want to protest. It was cancelled. And what we don't want is to have what some prophet is saying about Zambia. I won't mention before somebody starts saying this is what I'm prophesying. Any, you know, red fluid around. We don't want that. And that's why when I said my statement with prayer is because it's not because of fear or anything, but it's like, okay, God, can you control the situation? Because if they are using evil powers, let's also consult the higher power, which is God. Whilst we are speaking, we consult the higher power as well, which is God. So the country has really changed, like somebody's commenting, really, really changed. We had a live stream yesterday where a mayor in Sweden, a Zambian, it's there on my Facebook if you check the timeline. We were talking about Chinese language. You that were supporting, we should speak Chinese language. Now you see, you think Chellah Tukuta being there is also what the Chinese people, they are making sure we are quiet about them in Zambia. They are not happy that we are talking about these things, you know. Of course, somebody says, you are not in Zambia, that's why you are talking like that. When you were here, you were quiet. No. Follow my YouTube channel well. Gift Maisa. You've just known me today. When I came to Zambia, I came on an African tour to show the beautiful side of Zambia. Do you know that I was not even aware that Apostle Sunday Sinyangwe did a run talking about HH, because that was not my focus. I didn't even know. I don't follow the man. I only knew of these things when I started talking about it. I didn't know. And remember, it was because I reacted to CR1 that I started talking about these things. And the gassing started, did it start last year, the gassing? It started this year. When I was in Zambia, I was showing the beautiful side of Zambia. And that time, there wasn't much going on. And I wasn't really involved because my focus was to show the houses, luxurious houses of Zambia. Zambia is a peaceful country. Come to Zambia. It's lovely. It's beautiful. It's nice. You understand? That's what I was talking about. But all the situations have happened since January, since I'm back. So even if I'm in Zambia, I'll still talk, but you won't know that I'm in Zambia. Because I have every right to talk about these things. Right now, as I'm talking to you, I've received a message saying, please don't mention my name. Right now. Somebody's disclosing. So same thing, even Chella was receiving the data. Trust me. Believe me when I'm saying this. Right now, somebody's saying, please don't mention my name. Of course, my whistleblower, I don't mention anyone's name. Anyone who tells me anything, I've never mentioned to anyone. Not even my Zambian man knows. I don't even tell him that, oh, this one. Because we don't know who you'll be talking to tomorrow. Yes, I have a Zambian man. So I know a lot of you are frustrated. You're sad about what's going on. Moss says, should we really stop using George Floyd post because we are feeling it's really pressuring them? It's not a good post. No, don't use it. It's inhumane. Honestly, think about it, because that issue didn't happen in Zambia. If you can use any other of you are feeling oppressed, but not George Floyd. George Floyd died. That's someone's son. That's someone's father. You understand? And the way he died was racial discrimination. The guy who even did that to him is in prison right now. So it's like you celebrating a murderer. Please, no. You can talk about you can't breathe with other things. You can use other, like that girl who did her own makeup and put, blood, whatever, she did makeup. You can use other means. Do you have to copy George Floyd's matter? No. It's very insensitive. Lily, there's a poster made for Chella. Let's all share. Okay, so our team has made a poster. I'll share it on my Facebook page right now. And I know you people, you're very good. I get more than 1,000 shares. I know you download and get shares. Thank you so much for your time. Don't worry. We will still speak. We'll still stand on our ground. And if anything, if what we say is a lie, why is Chella where he is? It's because what he has been saying has some truth in it. Maybe his expression may be different, but at least, to be honest, he knows a lot. And some people might be happy that he's where he is. It's very insensitive of you to even comment. I saw posts like, oh, because he has a loud mouth. That's the way he expresses himself. When I'm talking, Liz Talmon is watching me from Germany. She said something about me. She said, look, if you don't know Lily, you think she's shouting at you, but that's the way she talks. You understand? The way we express ourselves is different. So if the way he expresses himself sounds like he's talking like he knows too much, it's because he's confident about what he's talking about. So don't just, talk about him like that. What we need right now is to unite as the youth of Zambia. That's why you didn't see me say, Chella, you shouldn't have. We are standing by Chellah Tukuta because it is our voice that is putting these guys under pressure. Who knew Chella? Who knew Chella would be arrested tomorrow? Some people have discovered Chella recently because obviously Chella has been a good photographer. He's respected in his own right. But who knew that tomorrow Chella would come out and say all these things? And who knew Chella? People in the diaspora are just discovering, there's a guy called Chella. They even wait for 9 p.m. to listen to him speak. And we had a man in Zambia, in the UK, protest against what's happening in Zambia. I will share his image. I promised to share the other day, but there were so many things to share. So I'll share his images. He went to protest peacefully. No British police arrested him. No. It's your right. As we want to protest peacefully, show signboards. You are stopping us. Because you know that BBC will take pictures. You know that Al Jazeera will take pictures. So whoever we are putting in position next year, I don't even want cadres. We don't need them, honestly, because this will be the same situation that we are facing day in, day out. Cadreism, all these problems. reshuffling of the same ministers. Dora SILIYA will hop from this party to this party. We don't want that. We don't want that. And that's why I've been trying by all means to bring them on my platform to speak. So I will still speak. Whether I'm in Zambia or not, I will speak. It's my right. It's my right. I'll speak if I'm not happy. If people call me and complain that they haven't been paid, is there anything wrong to say, Dora SILIYA, pay the people in Ministry of Health that are working for you? If I say that, is it wrong? It's not wrong. Because people are hungry. How can people be working for Ministry of Health for the past 4 months and you don't pay them? But you are displaying how, oh, we are doing this with COVID, we are doing this with COVID, and people are hungry. How do hungry workers work? How are they supposed to work, honestly? So we will put this in order. Yes, Olivia is asking, is it true about the chef at Keg? Yes. I spoke to the chef, and so far we have raised some money. My subscribers are still donating money, obviously, and they are donating money. That pay slip was for 15 days. But even if it's 1 month, 1,200 times 1,000 plus another 1,200, 2,400. And remember, maybe they will deduct this. It's nothing, to be honest. You can't get 2,400 as a chef. It's too little. It's too little. I spoke to the chef. She said it's 15 days. So yes, let's fight for Chellah's freedom. Yeah, thank you. Somebody has just made a comment. Chella has been arrested. What about the gassers? You see the misplacement of priorities? You see? You see? They didn't find the gassers, but they've managed to arrest Chella. They found other people who are doing this and this, but they couldn't. The whole thing is just, to be honest, you are strong when you live in Africa. Honestly, I fear you. I celebrate you. To live in African Zambia now, you are strong. I'm telling you. Because times are hard in Zambia. I know what I'm talking about. I've seen how people I work with, what they are going through. Times are hard. You are strong. And I applaud you, honestly. You can't speak. If you speak, it's a problem. You can't do this if you do. And that's why everybody, so many educated people, they are quiet. Because if they speak, they are scared their families will be hungry. You know, this Chinese matter. Chishimba Kambwili said it long ago. People thought he was a fool. He said it. And now, when he was ill, his images, people were laughing. Oh, look at Chimba. You were laughing. All of you, majority of you were laughing at Chimba Kambwili's picture. Now, who's laughing now? Who's laughing? Chimba Kambwili is still rich. He still has his family here. You are laughing at him. Now, look, he's Chishimba Kambwili, despite everybody laughing at him, he is standing for the Zambian people today, Chishimba Kambwili. There is no post he talks about the youth that I don't share on my YouTube channel. Because the man speaks with passion. The youth should be allowed to speak. Even this Chella thing, he will make a statement right now. I'm telling you, that man. But the whole Zambia, we laughed. I wasn't involved. You laughed at his pictures. Look at this fat man. Hey, fat. That is the whole propaganda of the media and this current government, is to demonize people. To make them look like they're evil. Just like they've preached that Hakainda Hichileme is a Satanist. You were there. You were there when he was praying to the Satanism. He's an SDA. Whether he's a Satanist or not, is it your business? Didn't you go and collect power from CR1? Until CR1 exposed you, now we know that we also have Satanists working somewhere. You understand? So they've used that. Even the pastors at the church will say, oh, don't vote for this man. He's evil. Hey, the Spirit of the Lord is saying, the pastor has been given a round envelope. Don't choose this man, is evil. And they'll preach on stage. So we are talking about Chellah Tukuta. He must be freed. We will fight for his freedom. It's a girl, lilymutamztv, also known as Gelo Z, Zambia. I'm a Zambian YouTuber, vlogger, based in the UK. I talk about these things on my YouTube channel. I've been talking about them for a long time. You just discovered me now. But this is the reason why we have started speaking now. So that you should be wise when you are voting. Don't vote with your tummy. Don't vote with what you eat that day. I've told you, I've promised you. The day I'm going to vote, if you're hungry, we are having water. You see the money that people are giving me. By the way, the money that people are donating, before someone says exploitation, as a YouTuber, I have what you call super chat. If you come on my YouTube channel. So if I do live streams, American subscribers, they like to just say, Lily, we like what you're doing. They put money. So it's called super chat. And they just give me money like that. So I'll use my money as well to support what's going on. You understand? So when I receive that money, I'll check, okay, I have $5,000. Let's see how much food we need for the Zambian people who are voting. I'll make sure you have water. Our team will make sure you have water. We'll make sure you have inshima. After you finish voting, you have inshima. You have a snack. So when you're voting, don't, because there's a temper saying PF lunch, and you're saying, because after I vote for them, I'll eat lunch. Use your brain. Don't use your mouth and your tummy. So Chella has been arrested. People are just coming on. Chellah Tukuta has been arrested. And the reason of his arrest is because of Dora SILIYA. That's why for me as a vlogger, I'm patient. I just don't talk about these things, because if I talk about them and then we discover, no, that's not the reason why he was arrested, you look like you're lying. So I wait, and whoever will try to celebrate Chellah's arrest is a coward. You cannot be supporting the evil in government now. You can't. You cannot be supporting the corruption in government now, because that's what he was talking about, the corruption. What is going on? So if you are supporting Chella being arrested now, then you are also corrupt. If you come on my channel or on my page and comment that you are happy Chella has been arrested, I'll delete you and block you. Because you cannot be celebrating somebody who stood for you. Chella doesn't need to stand for you. He has a job. He has a business. He can decide to leave Zambia today and be shooting in America, and he will be paid. Whilst you don't have a job, he's speaking for you. So let's not divide ourselves as the youth and demonize Chella. Hey, Chella, that's a sign of a coward. Where you talk about someone because he's powerless. We don't do that. We are now saying, Chella, you have done your job. We will continue from where you stopped. So if you know any data, you are not bored, come to us. We know how to use wisdom to talk about these things, okay? Inbox me. You will never hear your name. People ask me, can you give us the name? I can't disclose my disclosures or my whistleblowers. I can't. You are the same person who will be laughing at me. Hey, we told Lily. I can't put someone in trouble. Already, Chella has been arrested. He's not even said who is. So Chella is bold. Very bold for what he did. He did live streams, exposed the Zambians to what is going on. Okay? So you should be appreciative of his work and celebrate him as a hero. Michael Chilufya-Sata said, if you are ready to die for Zambia, you will go to prison for Zambia. Chella has gone to prison for Zambia, not for himself. This is not about Chella, it's about the Zambians. He talked about corruption, talked about the oil deals, how they are done in Senegal, is it Somalia? You understand? So he is our hero right now. Don't even condemn him. So Chellah Tukuta has been arrested because of selfish leadership. They use their power. They are just trying to, they were just waiting for him to strike at Dora SILIYA, and then Dora SILIYA will use it to say we'll arrest him. Because a lot of things he has said, why haven't they come out to say you are lying? You understand? 48 houses, like Praj is commenting. We didn't talk about 48 houses. Who's the owner of the 48 houses? Mulinzui, you're quiet. Who's the owner of who donated the bicycles? You accused Japan. Japan has refused. Now you've apologized to say, no, sorry, it was a mistake. How can you, it is fraud to lie against another government for what they did not do. So you should be, all of you should be arrested for lying. Fraud is a serious offense. To just lie in this country to say, I was with so, even when you're not there, they give you a fraud button on your criminal record. Just to lie, I was with this one. You lied against the government, made a statement. And after you made that statement, you even said there was a ceremony. Mr. Chifuta said there was a ceremony. I even know their names now. Mr. Chifuta said there was a ceremony, of course, but the ceremony was with the police. When the bicycle scandal came out, they were now trying to pin it on UPND as, oh, you are the people who are talking about this thing. You are the ones who started the propaganda. They issued a statement, right? And the statement said it was a donation from Japan. And some gullible Zambians, oh, you people are just talking about the government. They received this from Japan. And diggers went to dig. And they were told that there was no such thing. And then now this Mr. Chifuta had even made statements saying, no, there was a ceremony, but the ceremony happened directly with the Zambian police. But you made a statement. And the lady who was on the bicycle, by the way, has been fired. Or is it suspended? Maybe the suspended in Zambia is fired, I don't know. But the guy has been, the lady has been suspended. There's no way people can guess the price, the cost of the bicycles. It came within the police. If a police officer can call me to say, we are hungry, we are in the front line at the border of Katima, Sesheke police, they are hungry. They called me, voice, not what. Dora SILIYA, go and feed the workers that are working as frontline. They don't have PPE. Your focus should be on them and not on Chellah Tukuta. A police officer called me from Sesheke. I did a live stream a few days ago. And he said they are hungry. They don't have water, not even a drop of water. They wait for their monthly salary. How can somebody be in the front line helping the government of Zambia to protect, or is it to prevent the coronavirus from spreading? They don't have masks. And you pause there and say, we're making a statement. That's why I did a video. I said, Dr. Chilofia, Dora SILIYA, and the Ministry of Health exposed. It's there on my YouTube channel. So we have to make sure we stand by Chella. If I see you talk rubbish about Chella, I block you. Because that's not the reason why you should even be celebrating or anything. Some people are happy. I've received a message from somebody who's very happy that he's been arrested. Please, you are a human being. He's a father. He risked his life for you. He has children, 2 daughters. He has orphans. He looks after. He pays their fees for you. And all you do is, yes, Chella talks too much. You are a coward. Because Chella stood by his word till date. Till date. Have you ever seen Chella retract his statement? Never. He is a hero. He is a hero. So now, we know that yes, Chella has been arrested. Go on your social medias now. #FreeChella. And Lindiwe is asking about the COVID-19 donation. That's why I'm saying that Dora SILIYA is trying to divert our attention. The frontline workers of coronavirus right now, if you know somebody who's working in Bauleni, Chilanga, and all these other places, ask them if I'm lying. They have never been paid for 4 months since the coronavirus started. Is it the coronavirus that they formed started? The clique. And the money they're trying to get there is to raise for the... I'm telling you. Because if truly we have coronavirus, guys, why are the police in Sesheke not having uniforms, proper PPE? Tell me. If truly we have it, if truly Dora SILIYA is worried that the people of Zambia will contract coronavirus, why would a police officer from Sesheke call me and say, we have no PPE? no mask, no gloves, nothing. It's a scam. Period. Period. Because if truly we had coronavirus, you would worry. All the donations, where are they? Who knows they are selling them? Where are they? We saw a plane on Twitter. For those of you who follow the ambassador of Britain to America, to Zambia, the way I love America, from Britain to Zambia, he was on a plane, full plane, with PPE, boxes of PPE. And he said, we are on an Ethiopian Airlines and all this PPE is coming to Zambia. But a police officer, this is a government worker, the one that can arrest you if you are, disobeying the laws of the land. He says, we don't have PPE. And you tell me we have coronavirus in Zambia. Which corona? Which corona? Which corona do we have? So she wants to divert our attention on Chella, so that we should stop talking about these things. Dora SILIYA, that's why I refuse to collect your number. Pay the people who are working for you during this COVID-19. They have not been paid. Bauleni Hospital, is it Bauleni Center? Chilanga, Levy. Pay them their 4 months salary. We will not stop talking till you pay them. I have not yet received an update if they've been paid, so they have not been paid. 2, give all the border posts PPE. If you think I'm lying, guys, you saw the Nakonde police officer that was saying they're on lockdown. Did they wear masks? Give every border post masks. The police are complaining. Give them water. Give them food, at least rations. Buy them bags of mealie meal and meat for them to eat. It's a hard job to be at the border there. You are here shifting our focus on Chella because he says you are shagging this one and shagging this one. The issues here are national issues. We are talking about national matters, not your private life. Your private life is not our business. Because I believe from that video, you're talking about the private life with men and girls and whatever in Zambia. That's not our focus. Our focus is national issues. We are during coronavirus time. Please, can you try by all means to give every border post PPE, food, mealie meal, and pay our frontline workers and civil servants. Pay them. People cannot be working for free. It doesn't work like that. And yet you're giving $17 million contracts. Thieves! You steal so much with passion. And then so Zambians will accept an apology of mistaken identity or mistaken ghost pharmacy. That's $17 million. Those are donations from donors. That's why they have to pretend that we have coronavirus, because the donors can only donate if we claim we have coronavirus in Zambia. We've seen images of a doctor quitting. Why did the doctor quit? Why did the doctor quit in Congo? Because he's tired. Yes, there might be coronavirus there, but is it really there? If you are worried about the welfare of your people, you will pay them their salaries so that they can work well. Imagine you are working with coronavirus patients and you don't eat. You are not being paid. How are you supposed to look after the people? Will your immune system be strong? Will you eat vegetables? Will you afford to eat all those things, to buy ginger and whatever to keep your immune system strong? No. So who is the fraudster here between you and Chellah Tukuta, who's in prison? The whole coronavirus is a scam in Zambia. Prove to me you had coronavirus. Coronavirus, come to the UK. 41,000 people have died in the UK to coronavirus. You think coronavirus is a joke? 7 deaths? And you say it's coronavirus? Probably somebody had HIV or flu or pneumonia and you call it coronavirus? 41,000 deaths here. We are under lockdown. Where I used to work, because half of the people have died. Half. But I'm not here to scare you. But if I tell you the situation here is bad, that's the coronavirus. You know, that's why we ask, we who live abroad, to say, which coronavirus do you people have? Because if you have the coronavirus here, you will not allow Chicago's to be open. And there's people there drinking all around, and you say there's coronavirus. Do you know coronavirus, you? Coronavirus. My friend's mother died to coronavirus. We have Zambians who have died. 5 Zambians who have died to the coronavirus here. We have Nigerian friends who have died to the coronavirus. Frontline workers have died. If truly there's coronavirus in Zambia, why haven't we had one frontline worker die in Zambia? In the UK, we have had doctors. Nigerian doctor died. The man is a retired man. He's decided to step up to help. The videos are there on my YouTube channel. I was talking about this. The man died. If truly we have coronavirus, you will make sure they have proper PPE. If I show you my friend's mom who died, she was covered all over, but she contracted the coronavirus. You tell me you have coronavirus in Zambia and you are not giving people PPE. Which corona? Which corona? We are not going to stop, because you need to prove even the coronavirus that people have is truly coronavirus. If truly it's coronavirus, if you think we are down, we are going to keep quiet, we are not going to shut up, because we know how coronavirus looks like. Trust me. I looked after a lady who died. Do you know how we would go there? You are even scared to enter just to give this person one tablet, because I give medication. You're scared. I am now going to say that I am going to self-isolate because I have coronavirus. Coronavirus, you talk like that. What are you talking about? We are not going to shift our focus, Dora. Pay frontline workers. Give them proper PPE. Then we will stop talking. That's what we're asking for. You're busy posing there, making one press conference as if you're doing anything, but you're stealing $17 million. And the people of Zambia are hungry. There's poverty in Zambia. Every day people are begging us for money. People are in poverty. Do you provide wheelchairs for people in hospitals? No, you don't. Go and see how UTH looks like. It looks like a toilet. And Chella stands up to say, my people, there's corruption in Zambia. And then you use, because he talks about your love affair, to arrest him. If truly, whatever is happening in ZRA, if it's not true or it's true, there's a procedure, trial, not prison. This is injustice. If all the workers right now in Ministry of Health say we are boycotting, we will not go to work, we will see if we will have any coronavirus death. Nothing. You will tell me nobody. And people will say, we are blessed in Zambia. We prayed. There's no corona. There's never been coronavirus. Which corona? Which corona? Every Thursday in Britain, we stand outside to clap for the NHS workers. Do you know how many have died? And when they die, maybe you think to land here, we just talk. We don't want to alarm you. Because if we alarm you, you'll be scared. You'll be calling us every minute. Each time an NHS worker dies, they do candlelight. The chaplain does candlelight, what. People speak, clap for the person, and the trust's chairperson does a video. They make it unlisted. They're not public, the videos, they're unlisted. They send you the link to watch, and they say, we have lost this. They announce like that. So don't think because we don't have videos sharing that. They announce, we have lost this person, this person. It's because I don't want to, expose my friend's mom. But this is somebody that was a strong woman. She was working. She died to the coronavirus. Which corona? You've opened bars like that. Bowman was giving, is it money or food in what place in Kabwe? And you say there's, do you know coronavirus, you people? Coronavirus ya kuangalira kwa imwe. Coronavirus Coronavirus, 41,000 deaths to 7 days. Which one is corona here? Somebody alona fichifubane finati coronavirus. Which corona? At least in Ghana we can even believe because they had over. Ghana is the second highest or third highest country in Africa. They have over 300 cases. At least Ghana is believable because their president is straight. For those of you who know, I love a Ghanaian president. I love him. Honestly, that's my next location. If these guys don't change the government, I'm going to live in Ghana. Trust me, Ghana is welcoming to foreign nationals. Besides, I'm an African. Go and buy myself land and settle in Ghana by the beach, Labadi Beach or something. Go and see what the Ghanaian president is doing for the people of Ghana. Empowering them. This time that there is coronavirus, he has even hired different textile, small businesses to be making masks. In Zambia, you will hear that the person who's been given a contract is a Chinese. Because Mulungushi Textiles is now China Mulungushi. Who owns Mulungushi Textiles? It's Chinese people. And they're the ones who are making masks for you in Mulungushi Textiles. I've seen the videos. Noreen is saying Dora SILIYA is an example of bad leadership. Pathetic. She has failed her marriage. She's come to run Zambia. Which Zambia are you running? You failed your own marriage. Your marriage was all over social media. You all talked about it. Our focus is we want you to make sure you pay our people and the corruption in Zambia should end. Mavis saying what happened to Chella. He's been arrested. You failed. Your relationship was all over. You embarrassed a man I respect, Trisha Folotier. That man is a man of dignity. Don't look at him. Somebody, that you just found yourself by whatever opportunities, whether it's open door or whatever, you find yourself someone, then you start embarrassing the man like that. Trisha Folotier works to be where he is. Have you ever seen the man in media? You came to embarrass him to talk about. Who talked about you like that? Then you want to use this. The reason why he's been arrested, Stabile is asking, is because he disclosed the money that, he disclosed the money that Dora moved to South Africa. Yeah! The woman is a fraudster. What are you talking about? $17 million. Where is it? If we truly have coronavirus in Zambia, Mwebantu, please, would have had at least 300 cases or deaths, whatever. Then you're busy there lying, we have 200. You sit down, you do a check. Who are you lying to? Mutimba is saying the UK had decreased the aid because of corruption. Yes, I watched it. I read the articles. I was even reading it on my YouTube channel on one live stream. I was talking to my subscribers and I said, look, they've even stopped the funding. Just this December, they were applying for funding. That's why they are babysitting China. Because China is a corrupt nation as well. They are corrupt, those people. So they'll work with China. That's why they are babysitting Chinese people. I've been talking about these things for a long time on my YouTube channel. I said, look, yes, the government is working hard to make sure that there's no coronavirus in Zambia. But at the stage we've reached at now, it's fraud. It's fraud. It's fraud. Because we have been isolated here, day in, day out. And then somebody will be there saying, oh, why are you talking about what is happening? Now you see. If we don't talk about these things, where are we going to be? Because now everybody, the whole media will be quiet. Me, I'm not going to stop because I know my right. I'm a Zambian citizen. All of us, the whole neighborhood, I forgot to tell you. I don't know if I should say, but we lost someone around here. The person was found gone. Here. I'm talking about 2 doors from me. After all, you won't know my address anyway. You understand? See, coronavirus is a joke. The children are not in school. Since March, my children have been home. Hospital beds filled with coronavirus patients. Then you want to say, we have corona. Evaristo, we have a group of Zambians. Evaristo is saying, open an account for Chella for money. Don't worry. Our Zambian people, we have a WhatsApp group. They're going to help. Yeah? They're going to help. Definitely going to help Chella. Me, myself as well, I'm going to help. Everybody's going to contribute because there's no way this man can be arrested this way. So we will put our funds together as people in the diaspora. We'll put, even if we put 20 pounds, if we are 1,000 of us, it's a lot of money. Understand? So we get all the details. Whatever money that Chella said that Dora SILIYA moved, if she's not guilty, why is she putting him under arrest to put fear in him? Very greedy people. Pathetic. What sort of governance is this? Please, vote with your 2 eyes. Don't vote out of pity. Don't feel sorry for anybody. The sorry that we felt for Alungu, today he has stood bold and said, we will shut them up. And yes, he's shutting the youth up. The man who looked humble. He looked like a saint. We have a good leader. He believes in God. The same religion we use is a religion scam that they use. And the other day I was talking about that the pastors have been paid to come and say that you should support Bill 10. You thought I was lying. The following day exactly, they did Bill 10 support. Who told me? The same people, not everybody is happy what is going on, but they don't have a means of speaking. I came here, I did a live stream. I said, look guys, tomorrow the pastors are coming to say we are endorsing Bill 10. People watched me live here. The video is on my timeline. Say tomorrow. And you see, a lot of people don't realize one thing. I don't need to talk about Zambia. I don't have to. But like I said the other day, the mantle has been thrown on me. Because people are requesting. You get me? People are requesting. People are sending me messages. We are begging you, Lily. Help us. Speak for us. They started telling me on YouTube. So I used to just do YouTube videos. If there's coronavirus, why did Boma Lusambo have all those youths there? Hey, give me money, give me money. I'm going to live in Ghana now. If these people win, I stop talking about Zambia. I stop talking about the youth because it means you youth, you don't listen. Somebody is asking if I'm married to Siawan. Siawan is my young brother. You understand?